Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Kinsey if you're new, and today I'm going to be doing a bake with me video. Baking is something that I really love, and today I'm going to make a peach pie, and while I do it I'm going to tell you 10 things about me if you're new and you want to get to know me a little better. Okay, so first up we are going to make the pie crust, and this recipe is actually from my grandma. This is my family cookbook, and my grandma is the best at making pies. So that's my first fun fact about me, is that I learned to make pies from my grandma, helping her at Christmas and Thanksgiving, and now I love to make them myself. Okay, so first we're going to mix flour, Crisco, and salt together for the pie crust. A lot of Crisco, and then just a little salt. And then you're going to blend that together with a pastry blender. So my next fun fact, I'll do two while I do this. I live in Dallas, and I live with my husband, and we just bought a house, which is where we are right now. So I guess that's more than one, but that's kind of where we live. So we're super happy to have a house and to have projects to work on the weekends and just have a space to make our own. Okay, next up I'm just combining a bit of vinegar. I can't find my vinegar. And then some water. And an egg. And then I'm going to beat that together. And then I'm going to add it to this mixture, which is all kneaded together. And then I'll blend this together. Okay, so I let my pie crust chill in the fridge, and that just helps it kind of mesh together. So now I'm going to separate this into three because it actually makes 3 pie crusts, and I only need one, so I'm just going to freeze the rest. But for my next fun fact, I actually grew up in Kansas and lived there my whole life, and I went to college there, and I majored in fashion merchandising at Kansas State. And I loved it there, and I miss Kansas, but I do really love living in Texas now. Next up, I'm just going to roll out my pie crust, and to do so, I just take a little flour, I need to refill my flour canister, and then this is definitely the hardest part, but my mom and I found out this trick that really works. So I just flatten it a little with my hands, and then I just take my rolling pin and try and go from all angles. And then if you start to notice it getting like kind of oddly shaped that I just break it apart and kind of like reshape it a bit. Okay, then just to check the size of it, I take my pie pan and I just kind of make sure it's gonna fit. And the secret is using wax paper to roll it out on. So then you can just pick up the paper. And this part is the scariest, but you can just flip it over. And there you go. Here is my crust all prepared in the pan, and now I'll just make the filling and then fill it. So my next fun fact is I actually hate watching movies, and I really don't like watching TV either. I would much rather be doing something or talking or just not sitting still. And almost always if I'm watching a movie, I'm also working on my computer or looking at my phone or on Pinterest or something, just because I can't seem to sit still. On to the filling. So I chopped up all my peaches, and then I'm just going to add half a cup of flour, and then also half a cup of brown sugar. So my next fun fact is I used to be a cheerleader in high school, and I also really like running, although I've been slightly injured lately, and we have a Peloton, so I really like doing that as well. So I definitely love working out, but quarantine has definitely kind of just thrown my entire schedule off. But okay, adding the brown sugar now. Then I'm going to squeeze a little lemon juice. Excuse my guard dog. And then I'll sprinkle a little cinnamon. So another fact about me when I cook, I actually really don't like to follow recipes, and I much prefer to just kind of eyeball everything, and it usually turns out good. Alright, so I finished putting the filling together, and here's what it looks like. So I'm just going to set this aside while I put together the topping. So it's just flour, some brown sugar, some cinnamon, and then I'm going to chop some walnuts. So my next fact is I eat pretty healthy, even though I'm making a pie at the moment. It's my husband's favorite pie. But I do have a few weaknesses, and that would be cookies and Chick-fil-A. I love both of those things. I also almost forgot melted butter, and then my chopped walnuts. And then I'll just mix this all together. So also on the food train, I love coffee. I drink way too much coffee every single day. And honestly, I used to love Starbucks, but I don't really go there all that often. We maybe go like once during the weekend, or if that. but I love making iced coffee at home. And if I do go to Starbucks, I would get an iced coffee with soy milk. Okay, so now we're gonna put the pie together. So the first step is putting the filling in. My next fun fact is I have this dream of having a capsule wardrobe, and that's something that I've kind of started to work towards, is really just having a small amount of smaller. I have way too many clothes, don't get me wrong, but I really want to just have a little less. I think that would just be really nice. So now I'm just adding the crumble topping, and it's looking pretty good. Another fact about me is I really try hard to be the person who like cleans as they go, but I've officially destroyed our kitchen. It's a disaster. So here is what it looks like when it's all finished, and now I'm going to bake it. I hope you guys enjoyed this bake with me video. I had a lot of fun making it, and thanks for checking out my channel. I hope you guys stick around and subscribe, and I will talk to you in my next video. Bye everyone!